No, can you hear me? Can you hear me? The web, can you hear me? One, two, three. Testing, testing. How's the sound? Hello, did you get notification? Okay, I can see that you see me now. Why the funny smile? Why? It's because of my hair. I know my hair is funny looking. Hello, guys. We got 13 viewers. How you doing, guys, tonight? I don't know if you can hear the rain. It's raining tonight. Uh, let's hope the rain doesn't cut off our internet. Uh, Mr. Paxar, Paxar Pack. Hello, Mr. Paxar. Thank you for stopping by. Can you please like and subscribe? How you guys doing? Can you please say hi and subscribe to those just watching? I know you guys are there. I can see you. This is what you get notification. I don't know. Maybe you were already in the channel or something. Because I do see some people online right now, um, and say we're getting a lot of hearts. Mister Mister Paxar, thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the. I don't know if you're the one doing the little hearts, or maybe it's my wife. But yeah, my wife, she'll be here right in a few minutes. Hopefully, she's just watching me from the other room. Guys, how you doing? Can you please comment where are you guys texting? Uh, we are here in the Philippines, in the province of Cebu, in the city of Toledo. I don't know if you guys know this place, but if you do, Mr. Paxar, you really love that heart, right? Is that your flag? Is it Nigeria? Um, Looks like the Nigerian flag. I'm not so sure because my eyes are so bad. I'm not so sure if it's Nigeria or Saudi Arabia. Anyways, guys, like and subscribe. Help us here with the little subscriptions. Watch our videos, and if you say hi and comment, good comments, please. Be nice. Be nice to each other. My wife, she'll be here soon joining us. Hopefully, she's only watching right now. Uh, Mr. Paxar Pa. Where is that flag, man? Tell me, is it? Oh no, it doesn't look. I'm not so sure. Anybody knows what that flag is? From what country? Because I can. First of all, my eyes are really bad. I can barely read. You got what is it? Is it a bunny or like peace sign? And another bunch of trophies. Come on, people. Tell me how you guys doing tonight. Are you guys on this side of the world, or are you far away from here? Who wants to chat? Who wants to initiate the comment? Please, good comments, man. Paxar, how old are you, man? Why you like that flag? Is it really your country? All right, let me see if I can find it. Oh, shit, I don't have the other phone. It's I'm leaning towards Nigeria. Is it or am I wrong? Please tell me. What's your country, man? You really want to be the top fan tonight. You already got top one. What country, man? Are you a kid? Oh shit, mosquito. Hello, Mr. Paxar. How are you doing today? Are you here in the Philippines? Well, where's your flag? What is that country? We got 6 viewers. Come on, 6 viewers. Hey, Kali. How you doing, man? Good morning to you. How you doing today? It's what are you already on Thursday, right? Oh shit, it's already Thursday. This week certainly went fast. I don't know for you, but for us, it kind of went fast. Juan, is there any cassava growing there? Um, why, Kali? How much cassava do you need? Uh, here, well, here outside in the house, no. I think we have one plant and that's it. But then by the farm, uh, the aunt of Lani, she planted a whole lot of cassava. And then by the remember I told you the chicken farm, the one that I visited time ago. Um, there's a whole field of cassava right there too, and I think it's the owner of the chicken farm. That one, it's also owner of the lot. I'm not so sure, but yeah, it's right there behind the chicken field. I mean the chicken farm. And then there's another place over here by the road that has got a lot of it. Um, oh, grandma was planting cassava too. But oh, did you check the video? I don't know if you watched it. That was yesterday. I posted it yesterday. That is the title is Grandma's Place. Um, and see that little lake. That's where grandma used to plant her vegetables, but the rain just covered it and everything uh, is not good anymore. Is it? What? Typhoon? Really? Oh. Um, because if you if you cut banana and cassava and you boil it, you can feed it to the pigs, and it's basically free food. Well, I know Lanny's family is using the bananas, but cassava. Oh, Kali, were you here the night that we were talking about cassava is poisonous? How do you know that? I've been eating it since I got here, and then I'm not so sure if it was Robert or somebody else who mentioned it. And I was like, and yeah, Lani said so too, that if you don't know how to cook it, how to prepare it, it can be poisonous. um, but actually, I have not I ate it a while back, a lot of times, but lately we haven't. Um, but yeah, it's very available here. It's like everybody plants it. There's a few plants here, and then there's I tell you the field over there. My wife here just this is it's kind of cheap to buy it. It's only it's like it says 25 pesos per kilo if we buy it at the market. Um, so can I use? This is I didn't know that. Yeah, Kelly. So hey, what if you got sick? Did you eat cassava when you came here? Because maybe that's what made you sick. Since you still couldn't find out what it was. Listen, I'm glad they are not trying to poison you. Yeah, I didn't get sick from that because no, I didn't eat cassava that time. The only time that I got sick, it wasn't cassava. It was something else. And to be honest with you, I didn't even know what it was. Uh, but yeah, they said it. Well, I didn't read the. I didn't even search, but yeah, like I go by what Lani told me that it really is. If they don't prepare it well, it will send you to the hospital. Um, this is papaya leaves are also good food for the animals. Um, yeah, there's a bunch of papaya trees and banana, and they're mixing it with the food so it can last longer. And the food actually is not so expensive either. It's only how much did we pay today? Because we bought some today. And how much was it, love? 30, 37, 30, 34 pesos a kilo. So so well, it's not that much of a investment when it comes to food. Yeah, if it was free, it would be much better. Uh, but still, I think any food will be good for the pigs as long as they eat. This, but yeah, Kali, did you try cassava over here? I'm kind of wondering now if that was what made you sick, or well, I need to check on the symptoms of when how does that work when cassava poisons you? Mm. But yeah, I have not eaten it since then. Not because I, well, yeah, not because I'm afraid of it, but we have not made any. Lani's family has not made any food with it, and I have not seen it at the mercado for sale. I mean, yes, the cassava, yes, but in food, like no. Uh, this is I take cassava here in Chinese. I was uh, Danilo Bastida. I bought cassava here in the Chinese market. I only steam it, and I'm glad I didn't poison myself. Kelly, check on that because I heard for somebody in in someone in the live, and then Lani said so. And Danilo, oh man, I'm gonna recommend a book to you, man. Uh, do you know why I cannot feel offended by what you said? It's because there usually people who try to offend you, especially with things like that. It's we are a mirror, and wherever you're looking at me, I'm just a reflection of you. So it's I don't know you, but whatever you say. So maybe be kind with your words, man. um, that's all I can say, man. Uh, but anyways, yeah, Kali, the cassava, it's supposed to be poisonous if you don't know how to prepare it. Uh, I still don't know. I'm glad I didn't prepare anything with it. I would have been sick. Uh, and I keep trying new dishes with everything that I find. Uh, oh, the what's it called? Eggplant. The eggplant. I I saw it in the U.S., but I never bought it. I didn't even know, and actually, because it looks kind of like uh, well, it's a vegetable, but I wasn't such a big fan of vegetables. And then it wasn't until I got here that I got to try eggplant, and I liked it. And actually, I loved it because the way I did it then and after I tried the first time, because here they prepare it and then they make like these little warache, and then they put egg on top of it. And then it tasted good the first time I tried it. I was like, "What is this?" And Lani told me, "Oh, it's eggplant." And you never eat it? No, my first time. It was the first time over here, then uh, uh, and then she says, "I can make it at home." I said, "Okay, make it at home." And I bought a few of them, and then yeah, she was making it, and then I had to ask her, "How do you make it?" Because I kind of do you know what the taste and in the preparation remind me of the chile rellenos. And then once I saw it, I said, I can make it good. Chile relleno, like las rajitas in sour cream. I did it like that, man. I did it with, you toast it and then you cut it and you peel off the skin and then you just cut it in pieces and with sour cream, a little bit of, what's it called? Uh, margarine, and then you just throw in the and on the fire, and it was super delicious. I loved it, and um, right now after that, I tried to make it spicy, but here's the thing with the chilies here: they're either very spicy or not spicy at all. So it's hard to make something that is not too hot. Um, I didn't eat it when I was in the Philippines. I haven't had eggplant, but I have seen it at the store. Yeah, I mean, try the eggplant. Yeah, and it's basically done like chili rellenos, like, and it's not, well, it's not eggplant, it's a vegetable, but it tastes a lot like I forgot the name of that chili for chili rellenos. Is it Santa Fe or something like that? Um, but I wanted to the cheese. That's the thing. That when I first came here, I try many many cheese, all the kinds of cheese I got here. I only found one that kind of tastes like good. The other ones, they're are they too strong or different? And because I wanted to find queso fresco, and they don't make it here. And I only check online how to make it at home, but I never did it. It's a kind of process, and it takes like 2 days to get it done. This is oh, we had a shooting yesterday morning, and I supposedly they had just passed by when it happened. Two people got killed, and it was in the news. Oh yeah, Kali. My mom actually told me this morning. I didn't. I have not. We were kind of busy all day long, and I forgot after my mom told me that it really that thing happened over there. Uh, here's my wife for those who my pretty wife. Yeah,
Hello, Colleen.
yeah, man. I have not checked the details on that. She only told me like somebody went to, and I thought there was somebody who was shouting at the officers or the. But my mom said that it was actually to immigrants who got killed. Is that true? Or because, like I said, I have not checked the details of it. I only heard that yeah, it was. Yeah, I'm glad he was not shooting at people's driving. Um, yeah, man. Right now, all these things are getting out of control. I know it's like you you feel it personally because you were there, and then you were so close to where it happened. But this is the thing about most Americans when tragedies happen. Yeah, they see it on the news, and yes, they get you know upset about it. But then the attention span. This is the problem of America right now. That the attention span is so short. Like they forget things. They forget what happened. There's very few people that remember, and then they keep at it, whatever the problem is, and and right now, yeah, that was, and see, it made it to the news in the whole country, but uh, it's not gonna stay for too long. Like probably tomorrow, nobody's gonna mention it again. And why? Because only if, like I mentioned, like I said, I don't know the details, but if there was uh, um, an official who got hit, or maybe they're gonna, and like I said, it depends on the details of the accident, but well, it wasn't an accident, it was, it was an incident. And the thing is, they're not gonna remember tomorrow. By tomorrow, it's gonna be out of the news. People remember the shooting that happened there in Texas. What was it? About 2 years ago at the Walmart. The guy hit only Hispanics. how long did it take? How long did what it stay in the news cycle? See, those are the things, man, and it is sad that the it is becoming something so used to, like everybody gets used to it over here in around the world. Everybody's just watching and they say, how can people tolerate those things? And how can, especially, how can they keep at it? How can they not change the law? How can they not do something? And you know, nowadays, not even thoughts and prayers anymore. He was shot at the ice building, but there was people outside. Yes, but tomorrow it will go away. Yeah, man, that's the sad part about all those things. That if if it's not to uh, something different, unique, or somebody well known, then it just is gonna go to the back of the news as soon as possible. And currently, other topics, other things are in the spotlight, and that one, yeah, because over here, I didn't even hear about it, and it's only because my mom mentioned it to me this morning, and I forgot to check on the details on it, but it's not. It is something big, but it's not gonna stay for too long. It's not gonna change anything. That's the worst part. It's not gonna change anything. I can see it happening. Um, and I do check the news, and I do see everything that happens here and there, and especially to our community right now, the Hispanic community in the U.S. It's kind of horrible that honestly it feels like it's a persecution, and even if you are, a lot of them. That's the thing that a lot of people, a lot of Hispanics are saying, well, I'm okay because I got papers. I'm a resident. I'm a citizen. Yes, man, but they're gonna run over your rights, because what they're doing, they only see your face. And how many cases? If you check things, how many cases on the daily basis they have not stopped, they have not called to immigration to check on them. They don't believe them. They don't, and it's horrible, man. It's horrible that the U.S. supposed to be that beacon of freedom. I don't know. I don't know what that freedom is, but they still wanna wrap themselves into that flag of freedom. Good for good for the people that they still believe on that. Bob, how you doing, man? Is it raining over there in Australia? Because right here it's been raining most of the day. And yes, my wife just told me that there's a, a big storm here. They canceled the school for tomorrow, so uh, they're gonna have a long weekend because it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now they should. All the kids must be happy. Bob says, I'm just watching an old rerun of what? Faulty Towers. What kind of show is that, Bob? He says, I was driving by before it happened, and my friend was driving by when the police was everywhere. We were just surprised. Uh, no perfect weather. Um, and, and Kelly, that's the thing that people in the U.S. And everybody. It's not just. one section, most of us who used to live there, they became insensitive to whatever happens. Is no longer, um, they don't cause us to react to, like, at least some years back when you will be in shock for, if not weeks, at least for some days. Nowadays you don't. Now you have those things going on very often, everywhere, not just one place. And it happens to everybody. That's the thing. That it's not just about, you know, nowadays, even like, and it's crazy. This is the craziest part. You know, I don't remember if it was my brother or my dad who I was talking to about the death of this guy, and everybody knows it, that he didn't deserve that. Like, nobody deserves that. Just to for your having you, like, that's a big topic of lately in the U.S. Your freedom of speech. Yeah, you can say whatever you want, right? That's supposed to be part of your freedom, and you're not supposed to be charged for it. Uh, and it is sad right now what's going on. But at the same time, if if I was a family member or somebody close to, I will, like, what happened in Florida with those kids. Those Most of those parents to this day in Florida and everywhere, kids that are not, now they're adults in that high school. They're spokespersons for everywhere they go. They follow. They're not giving up after so many years, and they want some changes on the gun control, and they're not stopping. And and I say right now, it's kind of, I don't know how to call it, how to put it out there, that it's, I don't want to be insensitive because I know it's their pain, but if it was my pain, it's obviously, I don't want to blame it on something else, but people with problems shouldn't have access to guns that easy. And it's been fighting for how many years, for how long, for, in people in the US, people out here, outside the US, how can it not make sense to people who live there? Uh, you know, they're not telling you stop. We're not forbidding you to buy guns. There's just certain people who shouldn't have guns. That's what they're fighting for, and it's not too hard to understand. um, but anyway, um, this is comedy with John Cheese. Oh, John Cleese. Um, no, Bob. Is it just Australian show? Cause I never heard of that show, man. Tacos and doubles. Hello, everyone. Politics, religion, pew pew. What's the top? Come on, tacos. Uh, you're a US citizen? No, no, Bob. I'm not. I'm not a US citizen. Tacos. Hey, obviously, tacos has not watched the news. That's good, tacos. You're kind of like me. I was telling Carly that uh, we were talking about the tragedy that happened in Texas today. Well, I don't know if it was today over there. You feel okay? You want to do it? Here. Drink. Um, it's a British actor. No, but I'm gonna check it out. But let me take a screenshot before I forget. Uh, and well, tacos. We're talking about the tragedy that happened on. It was an ice facility in Texas, and you know, lucky that Conley missed it because he said he was driving by that place earlier on the day. I mean, yesterday, because right now it's morning, so it was yesterday. Um, but it, it is something scary even when you just by seeing it. Um, Tacos. So the boy's doing well, and she's through champ, no sleep, and still caring for the kids. Oh, tacos, and don't tell me you're still asking for dinner. uh, I feel a revolution brewing in the U.S. and I know what you mean, tacos, because I was talking to my mom too, and actually, she mentioned today that there were very many incidents yesterday in Phoenix, right there. Um, well, there's always things on the news there, but lately they're kind of getting crazy, and they're kind of also scared. But my parents are a little bit old, so anything can scare them. But still, it's I know that area is so big, and but yeah, the pressure, it's all of it going on. You know, the you got the inflation, you got the slowing down of the economy, you got wages. Yeah, they had a raise, but it was minimum wages who went up, but not for most people. And the cost of living everywhere went up. And right now, there's been a lot of unemployment. And I remember back in 2008, after the crash, uh, there were a lot of people like that, and there were so many things going on. Uh, so right now, who knows? Maybe they don't want to call it a recession yet, but I know by the numbers and by what's happening that it's already a recession. And how big, how long it's gonna be, who knows? And you never know. And then you don't even know how deep it is gonna be or how bad until until it passes. Most uh, economists, that's what they say, that you can only feel it after so long. So and but yeah, people feel it right away, and you can see it too. So and those all of those things get to people sooner or later with stress, with especially the ones who feel it the most, and not everybody can handle it. Uh, but to the point to make a revolution, I don't know. That we're gonna you're gonna have content for your channel. Tacos, the revolutionary. um, yeah, hopefully she's able to cook dinner. Come on, Kali. Poor tacos, he almost got hit on the head with the chair for asking for for dinner. I feel Hispanics are being targeted by the government. Oklahoma put in a bill to get that basically any Hispanics is a terrorist, or is otherwise it was presented, but that's just it. Eh, what is the story about the shooting in Texas? Um, I can speak Spanish because I can be profiled by being brown, Spanish speaking. What about Germans, etc.? Si- and tacos. Do you remember back in 2010? 12, 13, 14 in Arizona, we were all over the news, national news, and all due to and well, it wasn't the whole state. It was just the county of Maricopa where Phoenix is, and it's due to this sheriff who was uh, racial profiling Hispanics. His deputies, everybody in the force were just stopping left and right. If you look Hispanic, stop them, and then ask for papers. And even if you have them or not, you will go to immigration and they will check on you. There were a lot of those back then. The courts, but took years. It took years for the courts to tell him stop, and he didn't even stop. And then it cost the county millions of dollars. And it's like they said, it's not until you get hurt in the pockets that the people will react. That's how the county reacted after the guy had so many lawsuits and he lost them all from people who got stopped and they sued him because he was violating their rights and, and that's how they got rid of that sheriff. But and only it's only after President Trump because he was gonna go to jail. He saved them, and people in the county were mad because he should have what he was doing. It wasn't right, and um, he received the pardon, uh, and that's what I was talking to my mom back in those days. It was just Arizona. It was just the county. But right now, it's gonna be the whole country that is gonna experience those. Yes, it's right now. You can hear California, New York, Florida. Florida started last year. Oklahoma, New York, Washington. Right now, they're in Illinois. Um, what is gonna happen eventually? All over the place, and you know, Arizona is not too far because it's a big community of Hispanics and mostly Mexicans. Um, and Texas, the same thing. Texas has always been like that. It's not been a tough state. So, Mr. KML, hello, man. Thank you for saying hi. Welcome. KML, KML. No, it's just KML. It's got three letters. um, I had to carry my passport. Yeah, that goes. Oh, you say you were there in Arizona back then, right? Um, Ika, what is that, baby? Can you read it? Ikanapa. I don't understand. Constant violations of other First Amendment, forfeit, no due process, and to build to tacos and adobo bunker. um, I am from deliver the Second Amendment, but see tacos. That's the thing about everything. Yeah, you have your rights. Everybody's got rights, but uh, it shouldn't. Uh, it, I believe this on when it comes to guns. When you go to, for example, driving, you have the right to drive, right? But it's more than that. Every state is not given. What happens if you drive without a license? They stop you, right? So driving has become a privilege. Why? Because safety. Safety. You don't want people who cannot pass a test, who doesn't know the rules of the road on the road, right? You don't want them there. Same thing should be with guns. It should be a privilege. It's not just a right. It should be a privilege because there's tons of people who shouldn't have a gun, and there in the sad part, it's kind of like Hispanics, right now. For a few, two, three, four, five guys that they do the wrong thing, they're giving bad name to the rest of us. So the same thing with gun owners. There's a couple that they commit these atrocities, and they give bad name to most of the gun owners who are respectful, who know how to use a gun. Um, they keep it safe, and they know it. But you know that's a responsible gun owner. That doesn't take away your right. So people who fight for gun control, uh, that's all they want. They don't want to take away all the guns. um, but yeah, it's this is what, baby? My wife sure knows how to distract me. This is not driving. It's a luxury, not a right. Exactly. It's a privilege. You cannot um, you cannot just let anybody. Eh, eh, I agree that you have to be an educated and responsible gun owner. See, and this is the thing with a lot of states. All you need is your B18, and that's it. Remember the case last year or 2 years ago? I forgot what year. That kid that he was just waiting to be 18 to buy a gun, and no, it wasn't not even a week after his birthday, and then he went and commit. I forgot what he did, but it's that's why they should be evaluated on the first place and receive some training. I don't know. You know, I'm not a. I never held a gun in my life. People say they have it for what I call it, personal defense or something. How many cases of people who get shot with their own guns? No man. Whenever the one God will decide when it's time to go, and sometimes it's not gonna be a gun. It's sometimes maybe a sickness or a car is gonna run you over. Or you're gonna die on a crash. So you never know. So just leave and don't be overthinking about those things. Um, uh, my kids were shooting at 10 and 12. See, well, that's responsible, tacos, because if your kids, you teach them how to respect a gun, they're probably they're gonna learn that, and they should, they should learn that respect. The gun is not a toy, because that's the problem. I was watching a video the other day of these two kids having a gun, and the police showed up, and the kids still, even when the police, the kids with the gun in their hands, and I don't know if they used it or not. It's just a short video, and as a parent, I would be afraid to have a gun with my kid at home. That's why most of it, like, you know, and to be honest with you, let me tell you something. I do you know you're gonna make me get political. Well, I've already got political, but this is one thing that I do miss about the past. And I'm gonna tell you this from my perspective because I lived it and I lived those times. And when I was a kid and back in Mexico, you know, and that's to be honest with you, that's what even I'm afraid to go back to Mexico right now because over there back in those years, Mexico, it's always been a macho country supposedly. And I remember back in my days, since I was a kid, I was a teenager. If you got into trouble with somebody or anybody, you will fix it with the fist. I think back on those days, it's kind of like I was saying upon the other day. You know, many of the conflicts right now in the world, like let's put the leader of this country to this, let him fight it over. If they want to use guns, knives, whatever, fuck it, let's do it. Let's have it. Let's not kill innocent people. Uh, let them resolve it themselves. Uh, and I'm proud of those years back when I was a kid that we did that. That was it. I was a tough kid back then when I was a kid. If anybody, I wasn't a bully, but if because I knew that if they picked on you, they will not leave you alone. So, and it was a tough area where I lived when I was a kid. So that's how you did it with the fists. And if you lost, whatever. If you win, good. But at least that's how you show back then a little bit of manhood. Nowadays, it's such a way. I said cowardly way to just feel like a man just because you carry a gun. And it's happening in Mexico right now. It's happening. I know it. Um, and I hate it. I hate it, and because it's not back when like I remember. I wish it was. Yeah, you can lose a teeth here and there, but nothing. You can scrape it off. You can walk it off. uh, but not like that, man. And like I said before, life is so precious, man. It's everybody needs to just chill out and enjoy their lives. Why? Why? I don't understand why. It's still. This is weather here this coming weeks. Oh, almost 1 hour left. Weather here is 20. Bob, crazy. um, it comes down to education. If parents never hunt or practice and treat it as a tool, action will happen. Yeah, that's true, tacos. But it's like you're a parent, right? And one thing you're gonna give me this is that not all kids are the same. Every kid's got their own personality. Every kid's got different. It doesn't matter. You can blame like this. It always happens. Oh, my kid got this from his uncle or his my sister or somebody else, right? Whatever. So there you cannot teach the same thing to every kid in your family. You can trust a kid doing something. You cannot trust the other one doing the same thing. So based on that same reason, if I had if I had one kid or two, maybe, but it's not me. Like I wouldn't. I never had to use them. I never felt the need to have one. I respect people. They have the right to have them if they want to have them at home. Yeah, sure. Why not? If you feel safe, yeah, whatever. It's for you. Um, but when it comes to kids, man, it's a risk. It's a risk. And for me, I wouldn't never. I will never have one. Um, yeah, there's responsible kids, very responsible kids. I know a lot of them here, there, at home, my own family. Uh, they're very responsible, and you can trust them. But same thing, there's others that I wouldn't trust them, not even with a water gun. Why would I give them a real gun? Um, Well, yeah, man, it's like freedom. Like everybody's free to do it, but you know, yes, you will take or give a whooping. You will shake hands and walk away. Yeah, man. Or you know, if, or when you were a kid, it was the first one to cry. You, the other one, won. uh, this I carry here every day. I'd rather have it than not need it. Um, Yeah, man, but I was in the U.S. too, man. I let me tell you what happened to my brother one time. He was driving, and this crazy guy, he was just wiggling the gun out of the window. He was mad at somebody. I don't know who pissed him off. Uh, and then he got stopped. That's a careless home gun owner, obviously. And there's plenty of those too. That they think just because you carry a gun, you're more man than the rest of us. I don't know. It's it's a point of view, different point of view. But, yeah, man, I'm still with the same thing. I'm not for me. I'm not needing it. I don't need it, especially here, man. That's the thing that I love here about the Philippines. I will never feel I'm gonna need one or why for what from where. I'm I'm happy. I'm happier here like this. Um, this is I had it on a viral app. Mr. KML, are you Filipino, man? Because the last comment, I couldn't understand what you said, man. Can you translate for me? My wife, she's in bed right now, and she's falling asleep. I'm sorry, I cannot. I don't understand. I think it was Tagalog what you said there. Um, but yeah, man, I'm still working on that. One word at a time, one word at a day. Hopefully soon or eventually at least, I will get the language. Taka says, I have had a few bad encounters. I worked the federal buildings and walkers were everywhere. And yeah, man, if you live in an area, bad area, um, yeah, you probably do. But still, you never know if you carry it. But what if the other person is carrying one too? So you want it to be like the wild wild west, and soon, actually, not soon. It's already happening. Um, it's. I remember this this crazy video. Oh man, it's. I don't know if I don't know what to think of it anymore, man. That's one of the inconsistencies of life. And um, do you remember this incident? If not, search it. It happened. I think it was before COVID. It was so, and it happened in Texas actually. Maybe if if Kali is still here, maybe Kali will remember the details of it. So it was a church. Everybody was at church, and then somebody pulled a gun on somebody else, a woman, I think, somebody, and then I'm not sure if the guy was able to shoot it once, but before he or the gun didn't go off or something. I don't remember the details of it, but anyway, there was one guy near the shooter who immediately had a gun too in church. He shot the guy, and then like two, three others with guns at the same time were gonna shoot the guy. And, oh my god! I was- and everyone is like saying like they use that incident like, see, that's why it's good to have a gun. Yes, but come on, guys, you're in charge. Like that's I don't know what to think of that incident to this day, man. So that was Lenny. Training. He was the fastest. Because I keep using that. Do you know the Mexican standoff? I keep using it here. Lani, she doesn't get it yet. I already explained it to her, but she still doesn't get why it's a Mexican standoff and what it is and what it's about. But yeah, there's plenty of those right now over there. Uh, so it's Lani and the kids. Bob, right now my wife, she's falling asleep, and the kids right now they're already sleeping too. And they're happy because they're not gonna go to go. They already got a text from the school that the classes got canceled for tomorrow because it's been raining right now. It's raining too, and it's raining a lot. So they're happy that they're gonna get the Friday off and a long weekend. So yeah, it's nice. Except for the weather that probably is gonna be raining a lot tomorrow. But you never know. The other day it was like this, raining, and then the next day it was just normal. Like it's crazy how one day it looks like is gonna be a lot of water, and then all of a sudden it just disappears. Um, Good, loud, and clear. Um, Tacos. I remember that. This is a church allow armed security. One way ticket. Oh, Tiger. Yeah, that was a fast way to be Jamaican. Yeah, uh, it was a crazy incident. Um, Actually, years ago I had the same thing in in a church over there, a Catholic church. Um, I don't know if I should do this because, well, I don't think any not pastor, anybody from the Catholic Church is watching this, but there's a church in Phoenix that I made the comparison to the security. They had a security guard there too, supposedly because that church had been getting threats. I don't know what kind of threats it was, but they had a security guard. And it wasn't just one; it had like two or three. So anyway, I went there for an event that I was gonna take part of, and the guy, it was kind of, I don't know what to call it, but just because it was my first time there in that church, I looked suspicious to him. So I don't know how did I look suspicious to him because I wasn't hiding. Or I was sitting in the waiting area. I was just looking at my phone. That's it. That was enough for me to get scrutinized by this guy. And I told him my intent, why I was there. I said, well, maybe he needs an explanation. I will give it to him. And I have no problem with that. I'll give it to him. So he said, well, he gave me two options. Either because I was there early actually before the event, I was 20 minutes early because I was trying to work on my punctuality. So I was 20 minutes earlier before the event. So the guy said, well, yeah, you cannot be here. Either you go home or go to your car, but you cannot wait here. I said, seriously? You're kicking me out of a church? um, fine. I'll go home. I don't, you know, I've been to federal government, federal buildings, and you know how the federal buildings are, right? In the US, they have scanners, they have security, but and they ask you, what are you doing there? What are you going there for? And after you go past through the detectors, they'll tell you, and they say, fine, go. And then they have a waiting area, and you can wait all you want. Um, and that's what I told the guy. He says, you know what? Not even in a federal building of the government, I've been treated like this. I just went home. Uh, yeah, people heard about what I did and what I said, and the priest called me. And he apologized, and I says, yeah, but I know he's not part of the church, but at least he should know that he's in a church, and I, that's the first and only church that kind of thing has happened to me because I've been in many churches here, there, over there in Mexico, and I never experienced anything like that. And that actually, yeah, it was after that incident, a lot after. It wasn't even near that incident, but still, it's not, it's not okay. It's not okay. Uh, Viva las Chivas. Taco, since when do you like soccer, man? You like a security guard wanted your number. He thought you were. No, tacos. He really didn't like me. That's the thing. And I wasn't even pretentious. I wasn't. I was just sitting down on my phone, and I was. I was being respectful when he asked me. I answered the question, and immediately, like he just said so, like kind of like maybe it wasn't his day, something like that, and I don't know why, but yeah, man, I don't. I'm always respectful, but you know, uh, I'm also don't like being uh, getting disrespected like that because it felt like you know I've received. I've been discriminated It wasn't the first time, but this was a different kind of discrimination, I guess. Uh, because that church is actually there were a lot of Hispanics, and you know, it's not like I was singled out. So why? He just didn't like me. I guess why, I don't know. Uh, but yeah, the guy actually he did apologize after. But then we had another incident again. That was like a month later. I'm just gonna say I was there to pick up my son, and then I was waiting for him outside because I didn't want to go inside the church anymore. And I was waiting in my car, waiting for my son. It wasn't even 3 minutes when I parked. When the guy came out again, same guy, and then it was a little bit dark. And I'm gonna have to give it to him that it was dark, and then he didn't see me, but he mentioned it to me. He started in a tone voice. He says, "Hey, you cannot be here, or you cannot park here," or and then I went out of my car, and then he saw me. Oh, it's you. Says, yes, it's me. So, sorry, man. Are you waiting for someone? Yeah, I'm waiting for someone. And they say, oh, okay, okay. Are you gonna leave soon? Yes, I'm gonna leave soon. Oh, that's okay then. That's okay. You don't have to move. Oh my god, that's crazy. Like that whole church was crazy, honestly. And that's the only one. To tell you, to be honest, that's the only one. And I never went back. I had my church. I had the one that I liked. I had the ones that never treated me like that. And actually, they did have security, but they were different. They were not like that. They were not acting like, you know, what do you call it? Uh, the Secret Service. I'm so lucky to get randomly selected every time I return to the US from traveling abroad. Ah, los guardias dijeron, cada vez porque- yeah, probably that's what happened. Taco, let me ask you, do you get cavity research? Because that's not, and, and to make you feel better, tacos. I'm gonna tell you what happened to me. I don't know if I should mention. If I ever have to go back uh, to Mexico, I don't know if I, because I'm gonna speak bad about China right now. It is not the country. It's just something, a little incident that happened to me in the airport while traveling over here. Oh, that's not good. It makes me feel better actually when I went through on my story that I was gonna tell you in China. Yeah, I'm gonna confess it was a little bit my fault, but the guy overdid it. So I was going through security for my flight. I already did my check-in, so I was just carrying my backpack and one small carrying luggage. So they tell you put your this through the X-ray machine and uh, take off any your coins, your wallet, and the basket. Yeah, well, you know the process. So I did that, right? And then I totally forgot because when I was traveling, while traveling, I wasn't wearing a jacket, and well, the airport was a little bit cold because I spent a few hours there. So I put on my jacket. I totally forgot when I went to the X-ray machine that the zipper on my jacket can it was metal. So obviously the machine started beeping. So the guy singled me out, said, "Come here. What's your luggage?" And he says, "Well, one of them went through the machine. The other one still." He says, "Bring them both." So he says, "Oh, here we go." Uh, he made me open my things, take everything out. Sure. There, I took everything out of my backpack, my luggage. Okay, put it back on. Now come over here. Uh, and I told him it was just in there. He checked with they got those little handheld detectors. So the guy was, and yeah, he detected that it was my jacket. So I took take it off. I took it off, uh, and then um, uh, he went for my shoes. The stupid machine kept beeping, and then he tells me, "Take off your shoes." And I started kind of smiling, like, "Why my shoes? There's nothing on my shoes." So I took off my shoes, and then he starts looking at my shoes. Does that thing keep beeping on the shoes? So there's my shoes have no metal. Uh, and then he goes from my feet, my ankles, and then that thing kept beeping, and I and I was laughing at that point, like, and then and then when he went on my knees, like he kept touching my knees, like what do you have there? He raised my pants. I was afraid he was about to just pull him down right there. Uh, so I was just laughing, like the guy was just going crazy on me, thinking that. But at that point, it was just a machine that was increased. And he says, "Do you have metal here? Metal, metal," because he didn't speak good English either. So metal. And he says, "No, I don't have metal there." Uh, and then he goes like that, but that thing kept beeping everywhere, and he kept touching me. And then he says, "Put your arms out," and I did that, and then he goes from my arm, and he starts beeping again. It's just, it's metal. No, man, I don't have metal in my body. And then I just laughed harder right there. And I says, "Man, it's not me, it's your machine. It's not working." That kid thing keep beeping. And I guess when I said that, the guy felt embarrassed. And he just said, "Go, go, go." I was just laughing, man. I don't know if it was just because he said, I don't know. He was overdoing it by that time. Like, how can I? Do you see any operations on me, like to have metal or something? But yeah, that was the only thing. Like, I didn't have any other issues, any other airports except that one. Uh, but yeah, now you make me feel lucky that I didn't get a cavity search. I had a pound of coffee from the Dominican Republic on my carry-on bag. All hell broke loose. Oh man, no tacos. That's a forbidden item, man. Hey, Weston! Oh man, you missed it, Weston. You are we're on the 25th already. Happy birthday, man. Happy late birthday. Um, we were talking about you yesterday, man. But I know it was your birthday. But happy late birthday, and I wish you had a great day. And uh, you know, congratulations on making it to a new year in your life. Uh, well, thank you, man, for coming back and for being here, even if it wasn't on your birthday. Uh, well, yeah, man, that was my big adventure with the Chinese at the airport, and uh, I know, and I heard that the airports in the U.S. they're harder, they're tougher. They will search and they'll single out you. They'll pick you out of the line very easily. Um, and yeah, I think the U.S. They do it more often than any other airport elsewhere. Um, when I came from Philippines, I had fruit like lemons, and I'm glad I didn't get busted. Oh, Kali, you got lucky, man. uh, because if I actually was afraid of all those things, and I wanted to take the only thing that I brought over here were chocolates, but they all were like I read they shouldn't be open and blah blah blah. And make sure that no glass and yeah, I packed everything. My all the electronics, batteries out, and nothing on. So yeah, I read that, and I didn't want to go through all those houses to be stopped and being charged. Uh, that the I know some airports charge you now, and I was afraid of that. Um, so I didn't want to bring. Yeah, I wanted to bring some chiles. I knew I was well. I wasn't sure, but I didn't want to bring some chilies, some salsas, especially salsas. But it says, no, maybe it's gonna cost me. They're gonna charge me. And the other issue was the weight. They give you weight on the luggage. I had a lot of things that were I thought I was gonna need over here, and from all those things, yeah, there's a couple that I should have not brought over here. Now I kind of, but I'm gonna say 96% of everything that I brought, I've used or needed it or eventually uh, was used some way or the other. Uh, Between 5-4%, I really didn't needed it. I could have gotten it here, or I'm not using it here at all. Um, Bro, sorry I missed the live now last time. Don't worry, Weston. Thank you for coming back, man. It's nice that you're coming back and at least saying hi. And like I told you, I know that everybody's busy, even you. But I'm sure you're happy, right? That tomorrow you're not gonna have school, because that's the news right now over here that classes got suspended because of the rain. Uh, Kali says, I tried to plant the seeds, but they die in the winter. Yeah, Kali, some of those seeds. Oh, you know what? I think you can bring seeds from America over here, and they will survive. That they're more likely to survive over here because of the weather than and the climate than seeds from over here. Take them over there. The conditions they change so much, especially in the Southwest. In the summer it's really hot, and then winter really cold. So it's a big change of temperatures, and those plant seeds, bushes, even trees, they don't make it if you don't take care of them properly. So yeah, that's the thing about plants. I know that because my sister. told me a little bit about it. She's a good farm worker because she used to work in a farm. What is this? I was too busy right now, right? But I don't have like school tomorrow. I can be at tomorrow's like, okay, Weston. Um, I will sing you your happy birthday, but I'm a bad singer. I'm a bad singer, bad dancer. I can barely talk, man. But my wife, she was the one who was. She even asked me yesterday, "Is the kid coming today?" He says, "Probably." He said he would, but I said if he couldn't, it was fine. Um, she's got a voice. She's Filipina. Every Filipino has a nice voice, so she's gonna sing it to you tomorrow, man. If you're here tomorrow, I'll tell her. But yeah, right now she's sleeping already. Um, Taco says, I heard hiding peppers in a prison wallet. It's not a good idea. Taco, where do you got those ideas? That's crazy. I was wondering when is your birthday? Weston, my birthday it's in January, man. It's I'm the 16th. My wife's is the 2nd of January. So if you want to be here and wish us happy birthday, we're gonna try to. We still don't know because we both are the same. My wife and I, we're not big when it comes to pamper ourselves. We're the same. Like we don't. Last year, let me tell you this. I told her, love, it's your birthday. Celebrate it somehow, somewhere. Have a cake, something. No, no, no. She didn't want to. It's okay. No. And she's like that, man. And I do the same thing. Like I don't. For my birthday, I don't do big celebrations. I don't do big parties like a lot of people. No, no. I'm happy to be 1 year. Yeah, you know. I understand and I motivate people to when it's your birthday because let me tell you about birthdays. Some people take it for granted. I know I'm one of them, but it should be a celebration because uh, it's an accomplishment, and that's what I'm gonna say. I learned it in a training that I had. Um, so you need to celebrate your birthdays, any big accomplishment. And you say, what kind of accomplishments is that? Well, for many people, I know that it sounds like it's not a big accomplishment to have a birthday because it's just one more year of your life, but actually it is. Not a lot of people make it to the next birthday, and so it is. Might be little for a lot of people, but it's actually pretty big, and so take it into account every year that you should celebrate it as big as you can, even if other people don't celebrate you. You do it yourself, at least a little bit. And I got used to that now. That when it's my birthday, at least I try to eat something special that I'm gonna love, I'm gonna like, or it's my way, little way to celebrate myself. Um, So yeah, Weston, that's my our birthdays are in January. I remember 2nd for my wife. The 16th. Kelly says my girlfriend family was trying to fill my luggage with groceries, but I keep telling them no. um, Kelly, how many? Let me ask you, how many uh, luggage do you bring? I know you were only here 3 weeks, but uh, do you uh, pack up light or were you carrying a lot of stuff in them? And how much stuff do you leave and how much stuff do you brought back? Uh, uh, this is I saw this American guy live and his plant is seeds in his Philippines and a lot of them are growing well. Yeah, and Kelly, like I told you, man, over here, I'm amazed that there's here in this area there's a bunch of chili trees. The chili, they're bushes, little bushes with chilies. The little red one, and I prefer a little bigger one. That I love that one because it gets sweet when you cook it. But they don't. There's only here outside like two of them. But the other one, the little one, grows everywhere. And I keep asking Lanny. The first time that I noticed that they were everywhere. Like here, there's one, two over here, and the front the houses. I got two, and it's over there by the farm. There's many, and along the way, there's plenty of them. And I keep asking Lenny, who plants this? This is nobody. I said, why do you mean nobody? They just grow here. Like people sometimes they throw the seeds of the chilies and they just grow there. Like and it is true. Like the soil, the weather, the water, everything just makes everything grow so easily here. And Robert, that's what he was telling me too. He brought seeds and he showed me one time that we're talking in WhatsApp. He's got these plants on the at his girlfriend's house, and they're growing right there, and he even I even spoke my mouth and said that because he told me he brought savila, and I said, "Are you sure it's gonna grow savila? Isn't that like for there's desert areas, like dry areas? Here is too wet for them." No, actually, I know that he told me. He said that outside a neighbor of theirs is got savila, so he's it's also growing. Just, I didn't know that. But yeah, like I said, I'm not a good farmer. I don't know. I know very little about plants, but whatever I know, I just spill it. Taco says birthday is an accomplishment. Many die along the way, especially as you get older. Well, tacos, uh, not just old people, man. Even young kids nowadays, you never know how. Everybody thinks like just because you're younger, yeah, you got more possibilities of being alive tomorrow. But to be honest, I known at least in my life, I knew like three people, old people. I'm not gonna kid you that they were supposed when I met them, they were ready to die. Like they were on their last leg. Like they said, "Oh, I'm ready to die. I'm ready." And one person already had their little lot in the cemetery. They were all sad. Man, they lived for like 20 plus years, and see, you think it's your last day some days, and it's not. It's when the one up there decides. No one you want. Yeah, some people not even that. I'm gonna share this story about a guy that was a friend of my uncle and my mom. He told me about it. I remember seeing him when I was a kid. This guy, uh, he was missing a little bit of the head, piece of the head, like it was like that. He had a cut, and the guy was walking funny. The poor guy, he was young. He was in his 20s back then. I'm talking about 30 years ago. So I no longer know the guy anymore. But this happened when I was a kid. So the guy was still young. And then my mom once told me about, because I remember the guy. And then she says that he was a friend of my uncle. And then my mom asked, what happened to the guy? Why he's like that? Well, the kid, well, he wasn't a kid. It was a young man, and but the kid, since he was a kid, um, he was left by his parents. He lived on the streets. That's why my uncle had a similar life, and he was living on the streets, and that's how they became friends. Actually, they met on the streets, and anyway, the guy had so many. issues, mental issues, and he was depressive. And well, the issue was that whenever he felt like that, he had been committing suicide every time. One time he shot himself on the head with a gun. As they rushed into the hospital, they saved his life. Another time he jumped out of a bridge. He didn't kill himself. He just broke some bones and that. He he tried all kinds of medicine, poisoning himself with medicine. With uh, same thing. He went to hospital. They cleaned up the stomach, and he didn't die. And see, in my mind said that's some cases where you think you want to kill yourself, and God says nope, you're not going anywhere yet. um, and some people, they're well living, and then all of a sudden just gone. And so, yeah, if you pay attention to those little things in life, then you notice how precious life really is. And that's why like I mentioned, I've learned to find, to try and find, because it is like they say, you're on the search of happiness, but happiness is in the moment. It's not tomorrow. It's not. Don't wait until tomorrow. Live it right now. Live it today, because you never know if you're gonna make it until tomorrow. And that's why it should be. Like, don't care about, don't think about how I'm gonna die, where I'm gonna die, if I'm gonna die of this or that. And yeah, just take care of yourself. Be happy with the moment, and go on. Keep on tracking. Um, Taka says, I'm on the 22nd gifts. Tacos, 22nd of what? Of this month, next month, January. I don't know which month are you talking about, man, so we can remember, and we're gonna send you a present. Only two. Um, so it was just two luggages. Is it carry on, or one carry on and one, what do you call it, check in, or what was it, Kali? Tacos. You load up with stuff to drop off and refill with Philippines items like a only got in operation. I think that's what I'm gonna do, Tacos. And actually, I'm probably gonna take a few things from here too. Kali. I had a lot of dress shirts, but then I realized I was the only one, so I stopped using it. The same thing happened. That's the thing that I kept right here, Kali. Things that I don't know why I brought them, to be honest with you. Weston, I will already leave the live now. Bye bye. All right, Weston, have a good night. Sorry for the late goodbye. And man, guys, let me change. I'm gonna have to. Uh, I'm gonna change the microphone, but my phone is dying. So anyways, can you guys hear me like that, or the rain is too much? Sorry, because my phone is dying. I'm at actually 1%. Let me reduce this, or else it's gonna die there. Um, because yes, life is precious. I already brought my brought my food, and that way my kids are not fighting. uh, oh, in January. Okay, wait, tacos. Let me screenshot it, so because I'm gonna forget it, man. I have such a mind lately. Um, so 22nd, it's 6 days after my birthday. All right, I guess I'll remember it. I'll try to remember it. Well, I'm gonna remember it because now I got a note on it. Uh, this is I have to run. Chicharron Sky. All right, that goes. Thank you, man. Thank you for stopping by, for chatting with me for a little bit, and the good laughs, man. Thank you. And let us know when you're gonna be in TikTok or here. You need to present Chicharron to the world. I don't know if it's what if it's the future of the online and all the social life. Um, we can hear you okay. Man, thank you because I know it makes a lot of difference with the mic, but the problem is my phone is dying, so I need to charge it on the. Well, yeah, we're gonna have to end the live now. It's kind of late here, and my wife she already fell asleep. This is he's traveling a lot, so it will be a while before he's going live. Oh, okay, tacos. Uh, yeah, man. Just let us know, and we'll be present for that. And I know you guys are busy right now, but thank you, man, for spending a little bit of time with us. Holly, are you still there, man, or you got busy at work now? Shit. Maybe my battery pack is not. Talk to you soon. Have a good night. Oh, thank you, tacos. Have a good night, man. Oh man, good day over there. Forgot. I keep getting confused. I see one person still there. I don't know if it's Kali or my wife. But my wife already fell asleep. Okay, now it's here. Alright, anyways, thank you guys for being here, joining us, and for watching us. I know some guys are watching us after we post the live. Thank you if you stay all the way through this after almost 2 hours. Uh, it's nice that you guys are watching us, and hopefully one day you stop by in the live. All right, bye.